Well, welcome back once again, ladies and gentlemen. This is Adam Presswood, and I am once again joined by my color man, Greg Plasterer, who I hope can hear me in his headset right now.
I can.
Excellent. Nothing like a little live sound check. We've got about 2.5 minutes remaining before tip-off. In this contest between your Midwest Flyers and the St. Louis Surge, we're going to take a few minutes and run down the starting lineups. Starting first with the Surge, they will put Christy Bellick, number 15, Jaleesa Butler, number 30, Rebecca Harris, number 13, Jordan Jones, number 3, and Tori Waldner, number 44, out on the court to start things off this evening. For your Midwest Flyers, nothing has changed since their game last night against Iowa. Starting for them will be number 4, Rita Adams, number 22, Carrie Koch-Dowell, number 30, Shannon Haywood, number 31, Jordan LeDuc, and number 52, Charisse Jones. Greg, with just one day under my belt, I hope I do a better job of not confusing the Joneses and the Smiths than I did last night. I think I'm going to be better, but I may jinx myself by saying that out loud.
Yep. See, they made it a little easier on us, giving us the nicknames. So
that's true. You know those nicknames better than I do.
You'll get them. You'll get them.
I'll follow your lead.
It's Winky, Shaq, and Mac.
Okay. I'll have to practice that.
Yes.
Any predictions? I have not seen the St. Louis Surge play.
Well, my prediction is this. The Flyers will have their hands full. This Surge team, I've been watching them off and on for the past, 5-6 years, because our own Carrie Koch-Dowell played for the St. Louis Surge, as did Coach B, coached for the St. Louis Surge. So this is an organic rival, as they say.
I see.
And it is a last year's championship game in San Antonio.
Right? A shot at the buzzer?
I think they actually lost. They lost by 13 last year to the Surge.
Somebody was telling me they thought it was the buzzer beater.
There was a buzzer beater in the national in the maybe semifinals or something. So
okay. All right, ladies.
There's a checkered past here.
I see. We are about 10 seconds away from formal introductions and then the playing of the national anthem, during which we will leave you just briefly, so you will not hear any sound, nor will you hear any during the pregame prayer. We will be right back. All right, fans, thank you for sticking with us during those pregame formalities. And now, starting for the Surge, number 44, Tori Waldner, a 6'5" post. Number 15, Christy Bellick, a 6'1" forward. Number 30, Jaleesa Butler, another 6'1" forward. And a 5'8" guard, number 13, Rebecca Harris. Followed by number 3, Jordan Jones, a 5'6" guard. Coaches for the Surge are Tony Condra, Aline Roy, and Gabriella Green. And I don't know if you'll be able to hear me over this deafening crowd noise or not, but for your Midwest Flyers, number 52, Sharice Jones, a 6'3" senior, center, excuse me. Number 30, Shannon Haywood, a 6 foot forward. Number 31, Jordan LeDuc, a 5'11" guard. Number 4, Rita Adams, a 5'9" point guard. And number 22, Carrie Coke-Dell, a 5'9" guard. I don't know about you, Greg, but they've got me excited.
Yeah, they get after it in that pregame, man. That starting lineup drill, man, that's cool. That's what it's about.
Feels like homecoming.
It's a kids game, right? It's a kids game. Don't ever want to lose that.
That's right.
Yeah, this ought to be interesting. I don't think we've seen the best out of the Flyers yet this year. Still some key pieces like Hasina Muhammad and Erica Smith. Both have kind of been away from the team here and there, off and on. They haven't got quite into their groove, although they both played very good yesterday.
Oh, yes.
I thought they played their best games, both of them.
Yes. Now, that was the final score of 124-68 in favor of the Flyers, a score that I didn't really think reflected the competitive level of the game. Iowa fought the whole time. I mean, they did not give an inch. And that was good preparation for this Surge team, because if it would have been a give-me, I think we might be facing a different potential scenario. And the Flyers briefly control the tip-off before it is out of bounds. Last touched by the Surge, and LeDuc will inbound.
The Surge is loaded with Power 5 girls. I say that not to diminish mid-major schools, but the talent on the Surge is going to be far superior than what we've seen so far this year.
Interesting.
Couple girls from one, Jaleesa Butler, was a Georgetown graduate, and Rebecca Harris, an Illinois Fighting Illini.
Oh, they've paid their dues.
Yes.
To get here.
That's right.
Dow with a nice pass down underneath. The shot is no good. Rebounded by the Surge.
Gonna have to finish around the basket if you're gonna have a chance to beat this team.
And St. Louis scores first. They get on the board 2-0. The Flyers getting a taste of some of that pressure they put on Iowa at half court last night. The shot by Dow looked good, but just didn't fall. St. Louis all the way to the hole and off the glass is number 30.
Yep, number 30's
that is
tough.
Jaleesa Butler. I believe she hit the last one too, but I'm not sure about that.
She's tough. You're going to have to do a better time defending her.
LeDuc steps just inside for the long two. It's off the back of the rim. Rebounded finally by St. Louis. And this is a shaky start for your Midwest Flyers. Let's see if they can rally and come back.
I'm not seeing that intensity that the Flyers usually display.
Me neither yet. There's a long three-pointer, and I thought it was going to fall. It's off the back of the rim, but they get their own rebound. Number 3 at the top of the key, facing some pretty heavy pressure by Haywood, but hangs on. And there's a drive inside, a nice spin move, and that is number 15, I believe.
That's Christy
Belloc.
I think that might be Christy Belloc that played for Texas A&M.
My goodness, they loaded the deck.
Yes, they have. I'm almost positive about that.
Is this nearly the same Surge team as last season?
It is not.
Wholesale changes.
Just a few big changes. Jordan LeDuc hit a 3 just now.
Badly needed.
Needed, yes.
6-3 our score in favor of the Surge.
They've added some pieces and they've added talent. Christy Belloc is one of those, if I'm not mistaken.
Nice behind the back of the other team pass. You don't see those very often. St. Louis with a nice drive off the glass. No good. That's the first miss, I think, for St. Louis. That was number 3, Jordan Jones. LeDuc on the outside, wanting to get open to take another shot and bring it even, but she's double teamed and gives it up to Dowell. Now down underneath to Haywood, who is stripped. And the Flyers are going to get the foul. It is on number 15, Christy Belloc, and it's going to send Haywood to the stripe.
I really think they're going to have to defend inside out against the Surge. They have finishers. They have 6 foot tall girls that can get to the rim.
3 of them out there right now.
Yeah, they don't tower over us, but they're long and they're athletic. And if you don't help down, especially on dribble penetration, you're going to be in trouble, I believe.
Haywood hits both, and it's 6-4.
They're going to need a big game out of her tonight.
I was going to say that's going to have to be the first 2 of about 80 for her tonight. St. Louis with a nice pass down underneath. The double team doesn't prevent the easy bucket by Belloc, who takes back the foul shots. Dowell to LeDuc on the outside. She's got nowhere to go until she gives it up to Muhammad at the top of the key. Muhammad back to Dowell on the left side, back to LeDuc for 3.
She's feeling it again.
Yeah, that one clipped webbing, and it's 8-8.
That's going to provide the Flyers with some much-needed help. They cannot key on Carey alone.
Quick double team near half court.
Just
St.
about
Louis gets around
a little
it,
out of
not for
control.
long. Beautiful turnover. LeDuc is going to just barely outrun that basketball and keep it in bounds. Dowell to Haywood underneath. Haywood for 2 off the glass. No good. Rebounded by the Surge. I've heard in the past that when games are close, Carey can just will the team to win.
She'll do it.
I hope it doesn't come down to that tonight, but it's good to know she can.
There's that help defense there on that dribble penetration. That's what we're going to have.
The Surge for a long 2, and it's good. Courtesy of number 30, Jaleesa Butler. So far, this is every bit the game we thought it might be.
Yes, it is.
Muhammad on the outside.
Man.
Not generally a distance shooter, but she takes that one from just inside 2-point range. It's no good.
Man, the lane was wide open on the right-hand dribble.
It was.
I want her.
Oh, and I thought that was going to be a walk. She fell over with the basketball, but I think they're going to call a push on number 30, Haywood.
Haywood's got to get her hands up in the air quicker. That would have been a walk had she done that, but the official had to call it right in front of it. She had her arm hooked just a little bit. Not saying she wasn't helped, but.
And now we've got steps, so sometimes things even themselves
That's
out.
right.
Dowell inbounds to Muhammad, who gives it right back, and this game slows down all of a sudden, but I bet not for long.
I agree with you.
Muhammad over to Dowell on the right side. I doubt Carey's looking for the shot, but you never know. And a bounce pass back out to Muhammad for the long three, no
Not
good.
Shot you want.
St. Louis inbounds with just under 5 remaining here in the first quarter. The score 10-8 in favor of St. Louis if you're just joining us. And a pass kicked out of bounds by Muhammad. St. Louis will get it back. Oh, they let her walk right in and do that.
Yep.
Off the glass is number 21. That is
Jordan LeDuc.
Michaela Johnson, and it's answered by LeDuc. Here comes the surge. The shot is no good. And it is going to be a blocking foul against the Flyers, but Coach Brittany disagrees vehemently.
Shannon was set underneath, took the charge, but the official said that she was hacked before the charge. So no offensive foul. Instead, they get Shaq Jones, which I didn't see her doing anything. But
neither did I. I had a lousy view of that one, though, because it got a little bit cluttered from where we are, and Mr. Crenshaw had the better view from the baseline looking the other way, or one would assume.
yes, he did.
In for the Flyers is number 21.
14?
14,
Yeah,
excuse
14.
me.
That's
Sharice Jones.
Wink.
Dow with the basketball on the outside, and boy, the pressure by St. Louis is really preventing any real penetration at all. That pass inside nearly picked off. It's given up to LeDuc again, and then back to Dowell at the top of the key, who launches a desperation two, which is no good.
No.
Here come the surge. Nice pass work, good baseline drive, a double pump. Shot off the glass, or an attempted shot off the glass, ends up on the other side of the rim and rebounded by the Flyers. Dowell to Muhammad at the top of the key, and she's going to take it all the way in.
No foul. Unbelievable.
Oh, wow. They're not going to call anything.
Wow. That was you rarely see that no call. The girl was out of position and just body checked
This could get
Hasina
ugly.
Muhammad.
Two very controversial calls back-to-back, both against the Flyers. LeDuc to Dowell. Dowell back to her. There's LeDuc
Jordan
for
LeDuc.
three. And that is 9 points from three-point land for her, I think.
Yeah, she's
so
got
far.
11 already. They don't have an answer for her.
Well, that's good.
On the defensive end, at
because
least.
we don't have an answer for a lot of the stuff St.
That-
Louis is
that-
showing
absolutely.
us. So
If you're going to double, you better get back. That's all I got to say.
and there were steps bigger than life. I hate to be biased, but my goodness.
Brittany, Coach B is asking for a little bit of explanation on that
She's
one.
even demonstrating to
Yes.
the referee in
She
case
did
he's
this.
forgotten what traveling looks like.
She did this, and this, sir. I'm sure that's how that conversation went, Adam.
Well, let's hope it stayed that polite. All right, so the Flyers with the basketball once again. Here comes LeDuc. She's on fire tonight. A nice baseline
Rode out
drive,
of
but she
bounds.
can't complete. Her most successful layups are left-handed. She tried to get that one up from underneath with her right hand. The shot attempt by St. Louis is no good, but a foul is called on Muhammad.
Cena needs to know that she does not need to leave the ground. She has got long enough
That's
arms.
exactly right. She's
Make
about
the girl
7
shoot
feet
it.
tall.
Yeah, she. Now, Coach B told me she's measured at a 7'2" wingspan.
Really?
That is incredibly long for someone who is listed at 6'1", because I'm 6'1", and I promise you I don't have a 7
No,
foot.
I'm a little over 5'8", and I don't have a 12-inch wingspan, I don't think. But
So she gets her hands high. The girl hits it over top of her. You'll live with that, right?
that's right. Well, the charity trip makes it 15-13. And here comes Dowell across half court. She gives it up to LeDuc on the left side. That's been a predictable offensive pattern these last few trips. Let's not make it too predictable. Dowell from just inside. It's off the back of the rim. No good. Rebounded by St. Louis.
I want to see
Surge
Carrie.
for two. No good. Rebounded by Dowell, and she's quickly hacked. No call. Here comes LeDuc, and she's all alone. No, she turns around and finds Muhammad. Muhammad double teamed and gives it back to LeDuc. No shot. She wanted one.
She did.
Nice pass inside. The lay-in is no
Oh,
good.
what a putback.
Muhammad with the nice putback to tie it at 15 with under 2 remaining in the first. St. Louis from downtown, and it's all good. They go up by 3, just like that. Nice pass inside. And the shot by number 14, Sharice Jones, is no good. She is going to draw the foul against number 51, I believe they're saying. That is Patrice Butler.
Yeah, and hey, we we call out refs a lot, and I want to give Coach Tony Condra a little credit down there. He told his girl, hey, yes you did.
Yeah.
Yeah, yes you did.
All right, and Shakira Jones makes the first from the stripe. It's 18-16. And she misses the second off the front of the iron, rebounded by St. Louis. About a minute 20 remaining. St. Louis on the perimeter right now. The Flyers doing a good job denying the passing lanes. There's a desperation layup attempt, for lack of a better word. It's no good, but St. Louis controls the rebound. Nowhere to go. St. Louis frustrated all of a sudden. Good passing, though, and they hold on to the ball. That shot from underneath was no good. She wanted a foul, I think, but it was pretty clean.
Yeah, it was. That was a good no call there.
Baseline drive by the Flyers, and it is out of bounds. Last touched by Blue. A lot of other things happened down under there, too,
Yeah.
but hey.
I think we don't want to take that shot right there. I think we want to move the ball around the perimeter and try to get something a little better than that look.
Dowell inbounds to the top of the key. There's a pass inside to Haywood, who nearly loses it. She gives it back. And Jones thought about a long three. Now she's thinking about it again. It hits the left side of the rim, I think. Bounces off, and it's in the hands of St. Louis. Three-point attempt by St. Louis. Nearly misses everything. It just kisses iron. Dowell for three. No good. And so after one, it's 18-16 in favor of St. Louis, and we'll be right back.
Carter Ricks Funeral Homes in Winfield and Ellsbury is a proud supporter of the Flyers Pro Elite basketball program. Good luck, ladies, on a great season.
right, we're going to go ahead and come back rather than run a second one because I think that timeout, or that break rather, is coming to an end.
If I heard that right, I heard it's 18-16, and we just played like that. So there's hope, is what Coach B was saying.
Yeah.
You didn't play very good, and you're only down 2. So count it as a blessing and get after it.
I don't know. I think I would want to play for a coach like Coach B, where, you know, even at my absolute best, she was pushing me for more.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what that's what it's about.
All right, St. Louis with possession to start things off here in the second. And nearly passed it to a fan who walked in the door. Pass down underneath is broken up. It is out of bounds. Last touch by the Flyers. St. Louis will keep it under their own hoop. There's the inbounds pass to number 11, and the two-point shot is no good. Rebounded by Dowell, who loses it in traffic, for lack of a better word, and St. Louis has it again. They'll reset.
Surge is giving the Flyers a little taste of their own medicine.
And there's a drive to the basket by number 11. That is Leah Cotton, a 5'8" guard for the Surge. That basket was good, and it made it 20-16.
She's holding her jersey. Oh,
yeah,
my goodness.
I was going to say, nice rebound attempt by LeDuc, but she was pretty much manhandled down there. She tried to even the score with a long three, but it's no good. In and out. There's another walk to the basket by number 13, Rebecca Harris, a 5'8" guard for St. Louis. That makes it 22-16. This is a bad start, but I have to say we're really not getting the calls.
No.
Shot attempt by the Flyers is no good. Rebounded by the Surge. Broken up by LeDuc.
Good hustle by Jordan LeDuc, getting back on defense.
The three is once again no good. I think she is hotter from the left side tonight.
Yes, she is.
And she's missed the last 2 or 3 attempts. That is going to be a foul against number 11 for St. Louis. Once again, that's Leah Cotton. Number 52 checks in for the Flyers. That is Charisse Jones. And number 14, Charisse Jones, is going to take a seat. Flyers with the inbound, and it's in the hands of Dowell over on the left side of the key. She gives it up. A nice pass inside.
Called a little reach around.
Oh, okay. I missed the call. Blue 44. That's going to go against Tori Waldner.
Personally, I want you to leave those calls alone.
Yeah.
I want you to call the ones that.
The ones that they've been missing.
Yes, the hacks.
There's
and
another
the
one
holds.
away from the ball on number 3. That is Jordan Jones. There's the pass to LeDuc. LeDuc to Dowell, and it's knocked right out of her hands, but the Flyers keep it.
There it is.
Dowell from the top of the key drains it to make it 22-19 and to bring the Flyers within 3.
And Adam, I don't know if you noticed, but they started face guarding Jordan LeDuc, and that left Carey open.
I'll have to pay more attention
Yeah.
to that. Well, if nothing else, they've got this crowd alive.
Yes, they did.
The shot attempt by St. Louis is no good. Rebounded by the Flyers, and Dowell brings it down. Nice spin move, and the bucket is good, courtesy of Charisse Jones. The Flyers force a turnover. Here comes Haywood with a nice bounce pass to number 42. She gives it up to LeDuc, who slows things down, kicks it to Dowell at the top of the key for 3, no good. And it's going to be out of bounds, last touched by, or do we have a timeout? No, it's out of bounds, last touched by the Flyers. Haywood takes a seat, and in for the Flyers is number 4, Rita Adams.
Adam, honestly, I look up at the scoreboard and I wonder how we're down 1. You know what I mean? It's just been one of those ugly games.
It has been a weird game.
They've looked like they've had control of this game. The Surge has.
Well, yesterday's score didn't necessarily paint an adequate picture of the game that was played. So why should this one? And that was one heck of a block.
Yes,
by
it was.
Muhammad.
That's Muhammad's game right there. Cena can get long, and she don't have to leap out of the gym because her hands are so long. But she timed that jump pretty good there.
She did.
Jump shots over top of her, probably not going to happen often.
I don't know if that was an intentional pass or just a survival pass to Leduc, but it's safely in the hands once again of the Flyers. Dowell now to Muhammad. Muhammad with a fader that finds Purchase, and it puts the Flyers up by 1.
Don't let her wake up. There's that energy we've been talking about.
Exactly. A baseline drive by St. Louis, no good. And that one's going to come back our way.
Yeah, that foul call there is caused by pure effort, Adam.
I missed the number. Who did they call it on?
I believe it was number 30.
Number 30, and that is Jaleesa Butler.
Yep.
We're going to take a quick commercial break while we go to timeout.
As your American Family Insurance agent, Margie Koch believes there's more to insurance than the policy itself. It's about protecting your dreams, including your life, family, home, car, or your business. Please call Margie today to discuss how American Family can help safeguard what you value the most. Her office is located at 200 Broadway Street in Ellsbury, Missouri. You can call 573-898-3161 for more information.
All right, perfect timing as both teams retake the court. If you're just joining us, the score 23-22 in favor of the Flyers. Muhammad with another beautiful shot. I don't know what just happened there. I had turned my head just briefly.
I don't either.
And St. Louis inbounds, not without some drama. Oh, and we just let her walk right in there. She missed. And the Flyers control the rebound.
That's game planning, though. That's where you want the ball to go on that trap.
Muhammad for 3, and I think that one was forced a little bit. Not enough arch as it falls short of the front of the rim.
As expected, Coach B said, Cena, take that to the rim.
Number 44,
Ooh, you
Shakira
might.
Jones set to check in for the Flyers. Nice pass work by St. Louis. And number 15, Christy Bellick lays one in to make it 25-24. Also set to come in is number 2, Erica Smith for the Flyers. And a near turnover.
Yep, that was a good call.
We've got a whistle and a foul. That's going to send Coke Dowell to the stripe, I believe. It's going to go against number 11 for the Surge. That's Leah Cotton.
I'll give the refs, the officials this. They've certainly cleaned it up a little.
They have. It was kind of nasty there.
It was getting ready to get ugly.
Leduc and Muhammad take a much-deserved rest, but I'd hate to see him out for too long.
Cena's still not quite into playing shape. I imagine she'll get a good breather, but we will be seeing Jordan Leduc here in 30, 40 seconds. I have a feeling.
Hope so.
Hey, there you go. Wipe the floor up. Take your time on the free throws.
Dowell hits the first and only. Nope, first of 2. I'm sorry.
Talking to Coach B before this game, she told me that Jordan LeDuc's going to be key in this game because Carrie, every time she plays the surge, she comes home and basically has to take an Epsom salt bath because they are just grabbing and tugging as much as they can get away with, which is smart.
Exactly.
They're going to do.
The shot attempt by St. Louis is no good, and it eventually ends up in the hands of the Flyers. But as it does, Coach B calls a timeout, and we'll be right back.
Here at People's Bank and Trust, new technology improves our lives. We all know that. But when it comes to your money, wouldn't you just as soon deal with real people rather than recordings and electronics fingerprinting of the mega banks? We put technology to work so we can have more time for you. We're your community bank. People's Bank and Trust. Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Ellsbury, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
All right, folks, just under 5 minutes remaining in the half. The score 27-24 in favor of the Flyers. But this is a game where nobody's going to be able to take a breather until it's over.
Oop.
And a turnover forced by St. Louis. That one's laid in by number 11, Leah Cotton, to bring St. Louis within one. Dowell on the outside with nowhere to go. And I do mean nowhere.
She didn't put the ball on the floor. There is no 5-second call.
She didn't put the ball on the floor.
There is no 5-second call in this league. There's no 5-second call in this league as long as you don't put the ball on the floor.
They might give it back. They're going to have a little conference. That was a horrible, horrible call. Bear with us a second, fans.
I actually remember having this conversation. I was surprised at that. That was a rule. I don't know if it's a 24-second clock.
I'm not sure either. This is my second experience at this level. They're going to let it stand, it looks like. I'd be interested to hear why, and so would Coach B. That should not have forced a turnover. You can hear Coach B telling the referee, the rules are right here. Let's go to the table and read them together. That's probably not the tone that the referee's going to want.
That's hard to swallow as an official, I can tell you.
And Coach is just not letting that one go, and I can't blame her. It really was bad. But at any rate, St. Louis has it back.
No backside help whatsoever. Just, I don't know what happened there.
I don't either, but it gave St. Louis a 1-point lead.
Okay.
Flyers from outside, it's no good, and St. Louis with the rebound. Dowell with the interception, but it's out of bounds. St. Louis will get it back.
The worst part of that call is that they converted it into 2 points.
Absolutely.
And in a game like this,
well,
possessions are at a premium.
It had a psychological effect, and you can see it out there already as LeDuc gets ready to jump back in. St. Louis on the outside. There's a baseline drive. The shot attempt is swatted away. And they are going to call it. That's going to be a turnover. And the Flyers are going to get it back. All right, LeDuc back in. She brings it across half court. And there's the pass to Dowell that's broken up, and this is going to result in an easy two for St. Louis as number 13, Rebecca Harris, lays it in.
You ain't going to get away with any lazy passes and not going to meet the basketball in this game, I tell you that.
Leduc facing heavy pressure, nearly lost it, but manages to hang on. It's still in the hands of the Flyers. The shot, no good. Rebounded by St. Louis, and all of a sudden the tide has turned. Nice fake by St. Louis, but the shot from the paint is no good. Leduc with the rebound, and she gives it up to Dowell, who brings it across before handing it to Smith. Smith's shot from the top of the key is off, but the Flyers control
Doing
the
a lot
rebound.
of standing around.
Dowell with nowhere to go and drives in herself. Nice fader for two, is going to bring it back to within one. Be nice to end this half at least tied, if not up.
Yes, indeed. That was her little signature pull-up.
Oh, we left St. Louis wide open for the two,
Yeah.
and they're going to take advantage. That was number 13, Rebecca Harris. Just like that, it's a three-point game. Leduc with a nice fake to Dowell. Dowell for three.
Feeling
and
it.
It's in. 32 apiece. I got my wish. From the top of the key, no, St. Louis thought about it. They hand it off instead. The shot does not fall, rebounded by Dowell. And she's going to slow it down just a little bit. There's the pass to Leduc. Leduc all the way inside. No, she turns around and gives it back. Dowell for three.
man,
It's in and out. That was a heartbreaker.
That did everything but go in.
And we only ended up with one rebounder underneath after
Yeah.
that. That's not good. Number 11 with a baseline drive for St. Louis. It's out of bounds, last touched by the Flyers.
Sina Muhammad checks back in, and so does Winky. Comes back in for his sister there. The Jones connection.
Number 30, that is Haywood back in too. Or did you say that already?
No, I did not. I saw Jones in for Jones, and I
There
just
you
thought I'd
go.
help you out there, Adam.
That was knocked out of bounds, but before we reset, we're going to get a full timeout taken by St. Louis, and we'll return.
At Ellsbury Pharmacy and Medicine Shop in Troy, we know what a pharmacy is meant to be. We have numerous programs to help your wallet as well as save precious time. Save money with our RX Savings Club program, and you can save time with our medication synchronization program, where we fill your prescriptions at the same time each month. We also offer our medication adherence program to help you remember to take your medications on time as prescribed by your doctor. Better value, better service, better health care. Locally owned and operated, and proud to be your local independent pharmacy in Ellsbury and Troy. Visit us online at medicineshoprx.com.
All right, fans, we've got about 12 seconds left of that timeout. That one was not quite as vocal. I looked over here at our
nice
side, and
and
it was
calm.
a low-key timeout. That's rare.
Yeah.
All right, 1:03 remaining in the half. And fans, I'm not getting as many green lights. I hope you can still hear me at home. St. Louis with the basketball. Nice pressure by the Flyers. They force the turnover, and here comes Dowell for two. It's off the glass to give the Midwest Flyers a 34-32 lead. St. Louis now with the ball.
But Tony's resting his scores right now. We Flyers need to take advantage of that.
Nice pass, briefly broken up by Dowell, but St. Louis hangs on. There's the long two. It's off the front of the rim, rebounded by the Flyers with 24 seconds left. And we've got a full timeout taken by the Flyers. Once again, we'll be right back.
Jilly's Cupcake Bar and Cafe has been in business in University City at the corner of Delmar and 170 since 2007. Don't forget to stop in and try our May Cupcakes of the Month. Key lime pie, sweet and salty, cinnamon toast crunch, s'mores cheesecake, and gooey butter brownie. Our location is 8509 Delmar Boulevard. Don't forget to check us out on Facebook and on the web at www.jilliescupcakebar.com.
All right, we return about 18 seconds early, but better that than late. Another quiet timeout taken by the Flyers, and I'm trying to sort of be nosy and see if I can read lips.
I'm
but
with you.
So far, I'm not.
It's game plan right
Yeah.
now. It's. I saw something, and I want to tell you about it.
Your eyes are better than mine.
And what I'm hoping, and it's confirmed, we don't see Jaleesa Butler. We don't see Christy Belloc in, and that is a good thing for the Flyers.
As Muhammad inbounds to Dowell at half court.
And Rebecca Harris is on the bench too.
The Duke now with the basketball way over on the right side, gives it up to Haywood. And a nice pass inside. It's not complete, but a foul is called against number 21, and that is Michaela Johnson. It's going to send Muhammad to the stripe. Here's the first one, and no good. Rebounded by St. Louis with 2 seconds remaining. Here's the desperation three. The buzzer, the shot is no good, so after two, the score is 34-32 in favor of your Midwest Flyers, and we will be back in a few.
Join Ellsbury Kiwanis today and be a volunteer champion for your children. The Ellsbury Kiwanis is an organization that is here to help the children of the community, and we need your help as parents, teachers, and family members to make sure we're able to continue with our mission. So please join today. Anyone that would like more information can contact 636-577-2514. Good luck, Midwest Flyers, on a great 2017 season. Providence Bank, member FDIC. Manage your business instead of your checking account with Simply Free Business Checking from Providence Bank. You get up to 1,000 free monthly transactions. Plus, there's no minimum balance requirement or monthly service charge. It's simply free. Providence Bank can help make your business making easier. Visit us online at myprovidencebank.com to learn more about Simply Free Business Checking from Providence Bank. Hey Flyers fans, don't forget when you come to the games to stop in at the Midwest Flyers shop located on the stage. You can order your Flyers gear, purchase throwback jerseys and shorts, get your Flyers photos for the autograph signings after the game, as well as purchase raffle tickets. Those raffle tickets will be drawn at halftime of each one of our home games. Carter Ricks Funeral Homes in Winfield and Ellsbury is a proud supporter of the Flyers Pro Elite basketball program. Good luck, ladies, on a great season. Have you stopped in at Jilly's Cupcake Bar and Cafe lately? They offer a full menu of soups, sandwiches, salads, and sides, along with their fantastic selection of delicious cupcakes and premium ice cream flavors. Located at 8509 Delmar Boulevard in St. Louis, Jilly's Cupcake and Bar and Cafe is a two-time winner of the Food Network's Cupcake Wars. Check them out on the web at www.jilliescupcakebar.com. Also, check them out on the Facebook page. They have delicious cupcakes and specials every month. Join Ellsbury Kiwanis today and be a volunteer champion for your children. The Ellsbury Kiwanis is an organization that is here to help the children of the community, and we need your help as parents, teachers, and family members to make sure we're able to continue with our mission. So please join today. Anyone that would like more information can contact 636-577-2514. Good luck, Midwest Flyers, on a great 2017 season. Providence Bank, member FDIC. Manage your business instead of your checking account with Simply Free Business Checking from Providence Bank. You get up to 1,000 free monthly transactions. Plus, there's no minimum balance requirement or monthly service charge. It's simply free. Providence Bank can help make your business making easier. Visit us online at myprovidencebank.com to learn more about Simply Free Business Checking from Providence Bank.
You know, the people pulling the strings are usually hard to reach in today's mega bank world, but here at People's Bank and Trust, you deal with the decision maker. At our community bank, which is what good banking relationships are all about, we all live and work right here. With us, you pull the strings. We're People's Bank and Trust. Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Ellsbury, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Hey Flyers fans, don't forget when you come to the games to stop in at the Midwest Flyers shop located on the stage. You can order your Flyers gear, purchase throwback jerseys and shorts, get your Flyers photos for the autograph signings after the game, as well as purchase raffle tickets. Those raffle tickets will be drawn at halftime of each one of our home games.
At Ellsbury Pharmacy and Medicine Shop in Troy, we know what a pharmacy is meant to be. We have numerous programs to help your wallet as well as save precious time. Save money with our RX Savings Club program, and you can save time with our medication synchronization program where we fill your prescriptions at the same time each month. We also offer our medication adherence program to help you remember to take your medications on time as prescribed by your doctor. Better value, better service, better health care. Locally owned and operated, and proud to be your local independent pharmacy in Ellsbury and Troy. Visit us online at medicineshoprx.com.
All right, fans, we are back with about 2 minutes remaining in the halftime break. I'm going to turn it over to Greg for a recap of some of our first half scoring.
All right, we have a couple notes for you. Sina Muhammad hit some big shots. She finished the half with only 6. I say only 6, but it seemed like she had more than that.
It did.
But she hit some big shots when we needed them. So those are 6 noteworthy points. And Jordan LeDuc and Carrie Koch Dow again on top of the scoring in the first half. Jordan LeDuc has 11 points and Carrie Koch Dow with 12. Also, Carrie has 4 assists again tonight, pumping the assist out. And then 5 rebounds for your point guard, shooting guard.
Wow.
5 rebounds, leads the team in rebounds. I would want that fixed. So what are we thinking, man? We gotta turn the corner.
Well, if you
I think
were
we're lucky to be up 32-30 or 34-32.
If you were Coach B, what would you want to see change in this second half?
I want to see my perimeter shooters shooting perimeter shots, but I want to see my athletic, long forwards, centers, people that can finish at the basket. I want to see them get to the rim. That's one thing I would say, that the Flyers, sometimes they rely a lot on the 10 to 15-foot jump shots,
Yes.
and they don't. I noticed for some reason a lot of times they'll catch and they'll turn into defense. They'll turn to the middle of the floor, and in the middle of the floor you got to stay away from that when the defense is helping down, because that's where the defense is coming from. The help defense is going to come from the middle.
Absolutely.
When you catch on the low post or even on the baseline. So I'd like to see them attack the rim a little more and keep flying around on defense. I thought they got away with a little bit of a lackadaisical performance in the first quarter on the defensive end.
Speaking of getting away with things, I don't necessarily want to hog the ability to spill the beans, but we did see the referees swipe the rule book and take it down with them.
Yes, they did.
During halftime, and one wonders if they were consulting the rule that took the ball out of Carrie Koch Dow's hands. What, with about 5 minutes remaining?
The ref confirmed with the other coach, hey, yeah, we missed one. She was right. There's no 5-second call until you put the ball on the floor. And he said, well, I wasn't going to say nothing.
Of course. Of course. And it's not his job.
Nope, it isn't.
Dowell with a nice pass down underneath. The shot's no good. That was put up by number 52, Sharice Jones. Looked pretty. It just didn't fall.
It looked pretty, but did you notice where she turned?
Now that you say that, yes.
Turned to the middle of the floor.
Turned to the middle. There's a turnover by St. Louis, and the Flyers inbound. Here come Haywood and number 4. That is Rita Adams. Koch Dow nearly has it stripped and out of bounds. She hangs on. And the desperation pass.
She had her on the pick and roll. I think she just put a little too much mustard on that. Get a little air underneath it, maybe.
To me, it didn't look like Sharice Jones was anticipating that.
No, she didn't. She didn't.
Not a lot of communication on that one.
Yeah.
It's
A little late on the roll, I guess.
is.
Yeah, you're right.
St. Louis with an easy bucket off the glass. That came courtesy of number 15, Christy Bellick. That evens the score at 34 apiece. That's not what we want to see. We need to be pulling ahead. Staying even is not going to get it. LeDuc to the hole. The floater no good. She tried to pull down the rebound. Instead, it's in the hands of Dowell at the top of the key for 3.
Bang. And that's what I'm talking about. Jordan LeDuc didn't get the basket to fall, but she went to the glass with it. So, you know, sometimes they won't fall, but
At least she went.
it's a lot stronger of a shot.
It actually looked to me like it hit the bottom of the backboard.
Yeah.
It's kind of a bucket toss rather than a layup. And she tries for the same thing again.
She does.
Loses it along the baseline, and St. Louis is going to get it back. And I can hear Coach B clearly on that one. Slow things down. Don't force the issue. There'll be time. St. Louis with the basketball at the top of the key. They're double teamed, but hang on.
Yeah.
There's a pass down underneath. No good. St. Louis wanted the foul, and
Out of bounds on.
yeah, out of bounds on St. Louis, I
Surge.
think.
Yeah. Good hustle play by Carey.
I have yet to determine who our lead official is. Every time I hear a whistle, I'm confused at where to look.
Yeah.
Dow inside for the 2-point floater. No good. It's rebounded by St. Louis. Another pass down underneath. The spin move. They kick it back out to the top of the key. Her toes were just inside, but it doesn't matter. The shot's no good. Here come the Flyers. They're nearly stripped. Adams
Yep.
hangs on and gives it back to Dow. Dow to Leduc. Leduc down underneath to Jones, who kicks it back out. Leduc for three. It's no good. Where were our rebounders,
Yep.
Greg? You know?
Ball watching.
There's the shot St. Louis was looking for as number 44, Tori Waldner, puts it in off the glass. (37-36), a one-point game again. Dow on the outside to Adams. Adams nearly loses it.
That was a
She
good
gets it to
look. That was a good look.
Haywood. Haywood's shot falls, and she's fouled.
And Adam, Shannon Haywood is the worst. I shouldn't say the worst. She's the most guilty of turning towards the middle of the floor, and she goes straight to the glass. Good for her.
That foul was on number 15, Christy Belloc, her third.
Sorry, I had to bring that up. I'm
glad
rarely
you did.
right, so
I'm glad
when
you
something
did.
works out, I gotta mention it. But that was a strong move to the hole.
And the shot is good, 40-36. A 4-point cushion, but I, for one, am not relaxed yet.
No.
St. Louis from downtown, and it's nothing but webbing. Brings them back to within one. The long pass to Haywood down underneath. She's quickly double and triple team. Gives it up to Dow. Dow's shot is a rare air ball. It bounces out of bounds and up onto the stage. Last touched by the Flyers.
You know, I don't mind that shot.
No.
She
No.
had separation. She just got a little high arch on that air ball.
All right, here comes St. Louis.
Coach B went long on this in this lineup here, didn't she? Except for Rita Adams.
Baseline drive and the reverse layup, no good. That was Tori Waldner again. She's been very aggressive
Yeah.
tonight, despite the fact that a lot of shots haven't fallen. She's still been a presence. They have her listed at 6'5". She looks every bit of it. And I think that foul went against her.
Yeah.
That'll be her, is that her first?
You can use your forearm, but you can't use your legs and hips to get underneath the defender.
That is her
She-
second.
That's right.
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
No, that's right. That's all I was saying. She was complaining a little bit, but
That one is going to go against Rita Adams. I'm not sure why.
you know, she was straight up in the air.
She was.
She had good position, but unless your feet are on the ground, if you make contact, you're usually going to get it. I don't necessarily like it, but
That's
most
true.
officials are going to give it to the ball
I
handler.
thought she had her feet planted, but maybe that's just wishful thinking
Yeah.
on my part. Jordan Jones hits from the charity stripe to tie it. 40 apiece with 5.5 remaining in the third. And quite an acrobatic little shot attempt by Adams. It does not fall. The score stays tied. There's St. Louis for 3, no good.
Yeah.
The rebound by Waldner. And Waldner called for the foul. That's her third.
And again, she's complaining, but clearly right in front of the official, she pushed off and then jumped up to receive the rebound. It was a clean board, except she extended her hand when she pulled in the rebound. She separated herself from the defense.
I'm glad your eyes are on that stuff. I miss the subtlety sometimes. Yeah. Baseline, no. Muhammad thought about the baseline drive and thought better of it. There's the two-pointer in the paint by number 44, Shakira Jones. It puts the Flyers up by 2. St. Louis for the long 2, off the back of the iron, rebounded by Muhammad. She gives it up to Adams. Adams to Haywood on the outside. Haywood back to Muhammad for the long 2, and nothing but net on that one. 44. Is that 10 now for her?
I got her down for 8.
8.
But I may have missed some. I'm known to miss some from time to time.
That whistle is going to go against number 30, Shannon Haywood, and it's going to send number 13, Rebecca Harris, to the stripe for St. Louis. Has St. Louis trailed by more than 4 in this game?
I don't think they have.
I don't think so either. And that closes the distance. It's now a 3-point game, 44-41, as number 8 comes in for the Flyers. That is Veronica Smith. Was it number 51 that just came in for St. Louis? If so,
yeah, I believe
that is Patrice Butler. The charity shot for St. Louis is good. It's a 2-point game again. And there's a near turnover on the inbounds pass, but the Flyers are going to hang on.
She's not getting any help here.
No, she's not. There's the pass to Adams, intended for Adams. Picked off by St. Louis. The shot is no good, but they get the rebound, and that's just 3 wasted opportunities right there. There's
another
turnover forced by Muhammad we waste. Timeout called by St. Louis, and he got all the way out there in his face for that one. We'll be right back.
Jilly's Cupcake Bar and Cafe has been in business in University City at the corner of Delmar and 170 since 2007. Don't forget to stop in and try our May Cupcakes of the Month. Key lime pie, sweet and salty, cinnamon toast crunch, s'mores cheesecake, and gooey butter brownie. Our location is 8509 Delmar Boulevard. Don't forget to check us out on Facebook and on the web at www.jillyscupcakebar.com.
You know, Greg, that's right down the street from where I go to school.
Wow.
Where I have night classes. And that s'mores cream cheese flavored cupcake is sounding awfully good right about now.
I've had it.
Have you really?
Oh, it's delicious.
Did you make a special trip, or did they bring us some?
Oh, man. I eat a lot of Jilly's cupcakes. Both of my daughters just had birthdays, and lo and behold, they had Jilly's cupcakes.
Of course.
And I've pretty much had every cupcake in that place, and they're all delicious. I'm a chocolate thunder type of guy, though.
Oh, I'm going to have to stop.
Yeah, it's good. They got good ice cream, too.
St. Louis inbounds. Bounce pass along the baseline is broken up and picked off by the Flyers. Here comes Rita Adams.
I'm not sure what Leah Cotton saw there. She threw it.
Muhammad for 3, no good. Rebounded by St. Louis. Nice passing by St. Louis. The shot from down underneath off the glass is no good. She gets the rebound and loses it. Here come the Flyers. St. Louis wanted at least 1 foul. I like it that they let him play.
Yeah, I mean, she got her, but I've seen a lot worse in this game. Like that right there.
Yes. Off the glass for 2 is number 3, Jordan Jones, who ties it at 44. With just over 3 remaining in the third, Leduc brings it down. Leduc for 2, no good. It's off the front of the iron. She gets the rebound off the glass,
Keeps
and
fighting.
it's good. That gives the Flyers 46. Number 11 all the way to the glass. She draws the foul. That's Leah Cotton. It's going to go against number, did they say 35? No, it's against number 8, Veronica Smith. Her first. I don't know how I got 35 out of that, but into the game comes number 2, Erica Smith. Number 4, Rita Adams will have a seat.
I wish I was paid attention to how when Carrie came out. She's had quite a bit of a break, I believe, which she needed it.
She did. The charity shot brings it to within 1. It's 46-45 Flyers. Erica Smith brings it down and gets it into the hands of Muhammad. Muhammad's shot no good. Rebounded by St. Louis. Shot off the glass.
Nobody's
misses.
in
they
there.
Get the rebound and the putback, and they go up by 1. That's their first lead in a while.
Man, they had a mismatch on Cena down here. Flyers did, and Cena took it to the hole and did not
And
connect.
just like that, the Flyers lose it along the baseline. It's going to go back to St. Louis as Coke Dow comes back in. We knew it wouldn't be long. Haywood comes back in as well. Sitting down will be Muhammad and Smith, Veronica Smith. I'm not sure if that was a pass or she was just about to lose it. At any rate, St. Louis drains the 3. It's 50-46. Dow brings it across for the Flyers. Another baseline drive that results in a turnover. Looks like we're just handing this one away.
Yeah. Oh.
Out of bounds, last touched by the Flyers. I don't know how
Oh
that's.
wow, I'm not sure.
She never lost the ball. She had it in her hands the whole time.
Yeah, I don't know if they didn't see that one or.
That is incredible.
Yeah, that was a miss right there.
And now
we
the
call it
push
hand check.
foul against number 44, Shakira Jones.
Well, if you're gonna call the hand checks, my man, you would have had your work cut out for you today.
Yes, you would. .1:15 remaining. The long 3 by St. Louis misses, rebounded by Leduc and handed off to Dow. Let's see what the Flyers can do to regain some momentum here. Nice spin move. The shot attempt off the glass doesn't fall, but the blocking foul is called against number 51. That's Patrice Butler. St. Louis doesn't like the call.
And her coach is telling her, you bailed her out, and she did. She did not move her feet. You just can't do that to a shooter.
Both shots fall. It is 50-48 with just over a minute remaining. St. Louis down underneath. The shot is good. Rebounded by Leduc into the hands of Koch. And Koch
Oh,
down
wow.
to Erica Smith,
That was
who lays
quick.
it in off the glass to bring it back within 2. .31 White, is that their call against Leduc? That's her first. And it sends Rebecca Harris to the stripe. She makes the first, getting ready and checking in for the Flyers, number 52 and 00. That is Muhammad and Sharice Jones. And the second shot falls as well. Just like that, it's a 4-point lead for St. Louis. And the ball is going to stay with the Flyers. I missed that, Greg.
I think the shot clock wasn't running.
I see. Koch down now on the outside, finds Muhammad in the paint. Muhammad has to give it up to Haywood. Haywood loses it.
Oh, man.
And that, you hate to see that.
You
'cause
do.
She had a strong incentive going to the basket.
Yeah,
You could
she-
see it in her body language and in her eyes.
And she had a lane.
She had that as
yeah.
well, yes. So St. Louis now with possession and a 4-point lead. They're on the outside. There's the long three.
Oh,
Clips
boy.
Webbing to make it 57-50 in favor of St. Louis. Muhammad now with the long two, in and out, rebounded by. Oh, that's going to be a jump ball. I think Sharice Jones got her hands on it, but it was tied up. And it is out of bounds, last touched by St. Louis. Erica Smith inbounds, a nice pass. They kick it right back out. Muhammad with the three.
Oh,
Off the glass, I thought it might fall, but there's the buzzer, and just like that, St. Louis with a 7-point lead, 57-50, and we'll be back.
Have you stopped in at Jilly's Cupcake Bar and Cafe lately? They offer a full menu of soups, sandwiches, salads, and sides, along with their fantastic selection of delicious cupcakes and premium ice cream flavors. Located at 8509 Delmar Boulevard in St. Louis, Jilly's Cupcake and Bar and Cafe is a 2-time winner of the Food Network's Cupcake Wars. Check them out on the web at www.jillyscupcakebar.com. Also, check them out on the Facebook page. They have delicious cupcakes and specials every month. Join Ellsbury Kiwanis today and be a volunteer champion for your children. The Ellsbury Kiwanis is an organization that is here to help the children of the community, and we need your help as parents, teachers, and family members to make sure we're able to continue with our mission. So please join today. Anyone that would like more information can contact 636-577-2514. Good luck, Midwest Flyers, on a great 2017 season.
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. A fresh 10 on the clock. The score 57-50, unfortunately, in favor of St. Louis.
yeah, it's been pretty ugly from
Yes,
the
it
Flyers'
has.
perspective.
And that break over on the Flyers bench was not a pleasant one.
No, it was not. It wasn't that calm timeout you were talking about.
No. St. Louis with the quick two, and they get the foul as well.
Yep.
That's going to go against number 30, Shannon Haywood. That's her third. It's going to send number 21 to the stripe. That's Michaela Johnson. And she converts, making it 60-50, a 10-point lead. That's going to be hard to come back from. Baseline drive by Muhammad. The lay-in off the glass is no good. St. Louis with the rebound. They're quickly double-teamed, but hang on. And they're going to throw it away. We'll take it back. That's okay.
And there was nobody home for the Flyers on
No.
defense.
Leduc checks back in for Erica Smith.
Nice little crowd out here tonight, isn't there?
It is. I was wondering what kind of a crowd this would draw.
And there's a lot more than you guys can see at home, too, because there's about as many on this side as there is on that side, if not more.
Muhammad to Leduc. Leduc with the shallow baseline drive and the shot, no good. Rebounded by Haywood. Haywood's putback is no good. And we finally get a foul down underneath. That's going to be against number 11. That's Leah Cotton. And it's going to send Charisse Jones to the stripe. Little too much force on that one. I think it was obvious from the release. Her second shot misses
Missed
as
them
well.
both.
Both of them off the back of the rim. St. Louis for three. No, the head fake. She takes it on in and lays it in off the glass. St. Louis leads by 12.
Yeah, Muhammad, she's fell asleep on the weak side. You can't do that. If you're going to trap, you got to have everybody moving to the ball.
Haywood gives it up to Coke Dowell, who drives inside and has it taken away from her. That doesn't happen very often.
No, she didn't like it. It was looked like a lot of contact.
Nice ball handling by St. Louis. There's the three, no good. They get the rebound, and are they going to get the foul too? I think so. That's going to be against Muhammad. That's her second. Back to the stripe goes Michaela Johnson for St. Louis. And the first shot bounces in off the front. In for the Flyers, number 44 and number 14. That's Shakira Jones and Charisse Jones. Taking a seat are number 52 and number 30, Charisse Jones and Shannon Haywood. The second charity shot finds purchase. It's a 14-point lead for St. Louis. Dow brings it across quickly this time. There's the pass to Leduc.
Nice
down
look.
underneath.
Nice
And
look.
is that number 41?
That's
or is that Muhammad?
That's Shaq Jones, number 44.
All right, Leduc comes down with it after St. Louis's failed shot attempt. Muhammad with the shot that almost fell.
I
She
thought
is
she was
gonna
gonna get it to fall.
blocking foul.
That's just a smart play. She felt the contact and just hooked it up there. If it falls, it falls. If nothing else, you get two from the charity stripe.
That went against number 13, Rebecca
Yeah,
Harris.
Rebecca
That's her first.
Rebecca Harris is tough, man. She's had a great game today.
Muhammad drains the first. Wholesale changes basically for St. Louis. In are number 44, number 20, and number 15. That's Waldner. 15 is Christy Bellick. And number 30, is that the other one that came in? That's Jaleesa Butler.
Yep. They bring some firepower off the bench, that's for sure. Look at Jordan Leduc battling with the bigs.
She gave up, what, 7 inches in height?
Yeah. Yep. And that might actually be 7 actual inches, Adam.
Yeah, I think it
Not
is.
on paper inches, which we all know is not exactly accurate most of the time.
Well, you got to respect her for gritting that one out.
Yeah,
I
she's
think
tough.
I would have stayed away.
She's a go-getter. I don't know how much she can will herself to extend on this one, though. Never know.
Reminds you of the movie Flubber.
Oh,
you know?
she won it, just didn't get it to her.
Nice pass work by St.
Yeah.
Louis. 66-53 now, and another, oh no, Leduc saves the turnover. She's going to take it all the way in. It's no good. St. Louis with the rebound. Leduc has struggled with the layups today.
Yeah, she has, and that's usually her strength.
St. Louis kicks it back out where Leduc says, nope, not on my watch, and I hope nobody was in the stroller.
Nobody's in the stroller.
All right.
I'm not sure what Coach B was asking for.
I'm not either. Are we adding time or
7 seconds on the
7
clock.
seconds on the clock? St. Louis inbounds. Not sure what to call that shot. If it had gone in, I would have stood up and clapped, even though
Yeah.
I'm on the other side. Dal now on the outside gets it over to Leduc on the right. Leduc gives it up. Thought maybe she'd take a shot from there. Nope. That one's thrown back in her face.
She hustles and gets, man. It hit the rim,
I don't know what's going on here all of a sudden. The shot was no good.
but it hit the
It
rim
hit
off
the
the
rim.
backboard.
We've got the rebound. Leduc now dribbles just inside, turns around and gives it back to Koch. Dal for 3.
That one.
Brings the Flyers to within 10, but
That was an eventful possession.
we're going to have to really hustle if we're going to close the gap. Otherwise, they're just going to tease us with that 10-point lead the rest of the night.
Yeah. Oh, that was a very good call. We got 44 with a extension of her arms on the screen. I saw it. I was hoping he was calling it.
That's Waldner. Is that her 4th?
It might be.
Yes,
Good
sir.
job by the officials keeping an eye away from the ball. That's usually when the extracurriculars go on, you know.
All right, Flyers with possession. Leduc on the outside. Nowhere to go all of a
Yeah,
sudden.
Flyers need ball movement. They don't do good standing around.
Well, and they can't afford to let the clock tick by either.
No.
The clock's their enemy right now. Dal with the shot that doesn't really hit anything.
Oh,
Flyers
she
with
may
the
have got
rebound off the glass. It's good. That was number 14, Charisse Jones. Brings us to within 8. Game's not over yet. The long 2 by St. Louis, no good. Rebounded by Dowell. Let's see what the Flyers can make happen. Down underneath, or not quite underneath.
a little up and under.
That prayer by Shakira Jones finds purchase.
Cuts it to 4, man. What-
Oh my gosh.
And it was a tough call, but I think Trent Crenshaw, unpopular as it was
going the right way.
I think it was the right call.
Blocking foul is going to go against the Flyers. And a full timeout called by St. Louis. We'll be back.
Join Ellsbury Kiwanis today and be a volunteer champion for your children. The Ellsbury Kiwanis is an organization that is here to help the children of the community, and we need your help as parents, teachers, and family members to make sure we're able to continue with our mission. So please join today. Anyone that would like more information can contact 636-577-2514. Good luck, Midwest Flyers, on a great 2017 season.
Well, Greg, are you seeing more discipline from this Flyers team all of a sudden, or are we just sort of getting lucky to be this close?
I have to answer that, right? Okay. We hit a few shots.
Okay.
We hit a few tough shots. Carey hit a big 3 out of a not very good possession, and then Shaq Jones had a little up and under move that got us back in it, and they just haven't played with very much movement on the offensive end.
Fair enough.
Yeah. This team, they really succeed when they move away from the ball. They cut, backdoor you.
Rebecca Harris makes it a 7-point game.
And we can't forget this Surge team is talented.
Just like that, it's an 8-point lead again. LeDuc, oh, that's a near walk. She hangs on. The ball now in the hands of Dowell with nowhere to go. She gets it to LeDuc again at the top of the key, who steps inside and just couldn't find a lane, couldn't find a shot. Dowell drives to the basket. She draws the foul. That one's going to go against number 3. It's Jordan Jones. That is her second, and it sends Dowell to the stripe. Maybe. Didn't act like she wanted it yet. There we go.
Missed free throw.
Yeah.
That's going to kill you. We've missed several of them down the stretch here.
St. Louis on the outside. I thought I would see a turnover there, but she hung on with a shallow dribble. For 3, no good. We only had really one rebounder with a shot there. Dowell for 2. It rims just like the free throw.
Good hustle by Wink down there.
It's
getting hands on the ball. Yep. Carey can't get anything to fall all of a sudden, including free throws, which is not like her.
Muhammad checks in for number 4, Rita Adams.
Got some sweat on the floor.
And apparently, Carey knows exactly where it is.
Yeah. She's just scooping up some of that water for her sneaks. We're ready to go here. It's been a hard-fought game.
All right, St. Louis gets it. Following the jump ball, they nearly turn it over to LeDuc. Nice pressure by LeDuc and Dowell, but St. Louis hangs on. Nice spin move to the basket, and it's off the glass for 2. A 10-point lead. Excuse me, a 10-point lead again, just like that.
Yeah. And you're gonna have to help down on that. I mean, there's just no way you can allow her to go to the basket like that.
LeDuc nearly with a backcourt violation, and instead, is it Muhammad called for steps?
Yep.
Haywood checking back in for the Flyers, and number 44, Shakira Jones, will take a seat. Another nice spin move, and off the glass again is St. Louis.
Yeah, that's a major mismatch with Winkgarten.
Leduc cannot buy a shot down underneath. She takes a hard fall. St. Louis off the glass once again. It's a 14-point lead.
Yeah.
And there's a timeout called, a full timeout called by the Flyers. We'll be back.
Providence Bank, member FDIC. Manage your business instead of your checking account with Simply Free Business Checking from Providence Bank. You get up to 1,000 free monthly transactions. Plus, there's no minimum balance requirement or monthly service charge. It's simply free. Providence Bank can help make your business making easier. Visit us online at myprovidencebank.com to learn more about Simply Free Business Checking from Providence Bank.
All right, fans, we're going to come on back with about 28 seconds remaining in that timeout. If you were Coach B, what would you be saying right now, Greg?
Well, you're going to coach to try to get back in it quick. But honestly, 14-point deficit with how much time in the fourth quarter?
3 minutes or so, I think.
I think mostly you want to see your team respond because they're going to meet up again in the regionals.
That's
These are the two best teams in the nation. You know, that's from the cheap seats without knowing a lot about the other regions. But this is two of the best teams anyway.
All right, the Flyers inbound. Dow brings it down. There's a pass to Muhammad. Muhammad's shot goes off the side of the backboard. And here comes St. Louis again. Off the glass for two, and they draw the foul. That one's going to go against Dow.
Yeah. And what you have to do right there is you have to make sure you don't let her get the shot off.
That's only Carey's first, but it does send Jordan Jones to the stripe, with St. Louis enjoying a very comfortable 16-point lead. And the shot is no good,
And
but
they
St.
get
Louis
the
gets
rebound.
the rebound. Unbelievable. Another shot off the glass by number 15, Christy Bellick. Nearly a 20-point lead now for St. Louis. I don't know if we can make a dent in that with 2:50 remaining. Dow inside to Haywood. Haywood for two. It just will not fall for the Flyers. Are they going to do it one more time? We have just, no, she's called for steps this time. So number 15, Bellick, will not convert for St. Louis. We've let her take about the same trip to the basket the last 3 times. Or it's looked that way to me. Dow brings it down. Leduc thought about the baseline drive, had to spin instead, and loses it anyway. Fast break now, St. Louis no good. And we might have an injury.
Gary talking to the crowd now, saying, I didn't mean to do anything. Just calm down, which she didn't. She was just running next to her.
It's
She
Gary's second. She's not getting up. Is that number 21? Is that what I'm seeing? Or number 21, Michaela Johnson? We're going to stay with you, fans, because as soon as I run to a commercial, it'll be the wrong thing to do. Do I have that number right, Greg? Is that number 21?
That's number 21. You're correct. What happened was Carey running alongside of her. They got their feet tangled up. She went down. Crowd got a little ignorant with Carrie. Carrie yapped back, and
she's limping
she's
off.
limping
and
off
down
on her
into
own.
The locker room. Her game's over. Actually, she's leaving the building.
And I mean, you hate to see someone get hurt, but Carrie did the right thing. She ran with her. You got to hustle back on defense and run with the layup. You can't let teams just take easy layups on you. And she didn't even really put her hands on her or anything.
No.
She just tripped over her.
So it'll be Patrice Butler shooting for St. Louis. The first one clips Webbing.
I'm going to tell you, my player of the game is I'm gonna have co-players of the game. Patrice Butler off the bench has destroyed us, which you didn't expect. She's hit some big threes. As soon as I start talking about her, she fouls Mac Jones.
And number 4, Rita Adams, is going to check back in for the Flyers.
But she's hit some huge shots. She is really what separated this lead. She hit a couple threes, a couple big shots underneath the basket.
Well, you like to see that type of play. You just hate to see it in the opposing team.
That's right. And then the other co-player is Rebecca Harris. She's just tough. She's solid defender. Handles the ball well.
That one's out of bounds. Last touch by St. Louis. Well, now hang on a second. Technical foul called on number 30. I'm not sure what she did there. I didn't see anything, but and you see St. Louis's coach saying, "Don't talk to him anymore. Sit down and hush." So Ledoux
I'm
gets
not
a
sure.
stripe.
I'm not sure why with a 20-point lead, 17-point lead, you would even argue a call.
No, I don't know either. I didn't really see her arguing that much.
2 minutes to go. Just take the win. You're going to meet this team up again at home. That just wasn't a smart play.
No, Leduc's second shot did not fall. It stays a 17-point game, and Dow looking to inbound and nowhere to go, gives it back to Leduc, and they're just kind of playing catch. Nice shot off the glass by Jones. I fear it's too little too late.
All right. Yeah, I agree with that. It's going to be too late. But like I said earlier, Adam, you just want to see your team respond here. Take the loss with grace, but with effort.
Grace, but effort.
That's right.
Number 11, Leah Cotton, drains her first for St. Louis, making it 81-65. And the second one falls as well. Under 2 minutes remaining. There's the pass to Dow. Dow to Leduc. Leduc with nowhere to go. Another shot. Attempt off the glass by Jones. No good. Rebounded by St. Louis. Off the glass for St. Louis, and it is good. 84-65 with just about a minute remaining. Here comes Adams. who I think took a step. I'm not sure about that.
Well,
but at any
she got the
rate,
ball swatted on the shot. It should have been a jump ball.
it's a holding foul against Carrie Koch. It's her third, and it sends number 3, Jordan Jones, to the stripe for the Surge. The first one rims. Second one finds purchase. It is 85-67. St. Louis steals the inbounds pass and controls the ball again with 50 seconds remaining. Let's see how much clock they try to eat up. For 3, and it is good.
Just puts the stamp on it, doesn't it?
My goodness. Dow to the hole. The reverse lay-in is good off the glass, and she draws the foul. That gives the Flyers 69.
Carrie's got 20 points as it is.
That foul was against number 15, Christy Bellick.
And she's
Charity
missed
shot. My goodness.
another free throw.
Oh, and that's going to go against Haywood.
Yeah. Hey, and you like them to keep playing with that effort. The St. Louis Surge team is going to be hard to beat this year. They've added some key pieces.
The first shot falls, making it 89-69. A 20-point lead now for St. Louis. I thought the final would be closer.
Yeah, you know, in this league with the 24-second shot clock, if you don't hit a few shots, you're going down. You know, I mean, it's just that way.
LeDuc for 3, and it's no good. Rebounded by St. Louis.
There's so many more possessions in a game that has a 24-second shot clock that if you don't hit your shots and the other team does, and you give up easy rebounds like we've seen tonight, 20 points is nothing. It happens in a hurry.
Dow for 3. It's no good. There's the buzzer. The final of this one, ladies and gentlemen, 90-69 in favor of St. Louis. We're going to take a quick break, run a couple of People's Bank and Trust commercials, and then we're going to go ahead and come back and name a player of the game for the Flyers as well, even in the loss. We will not, however, do an interview. We'll be right back.
You know, the people pulling the strings are usually hard to reach in today's mega bank world, but here at People's Bank and Trust, you deal with the decision maker. At our community bank, which is what good banking relationships are all about, we all live and work right here. With us, you pull the strings. We're People's Bank and Trust. Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Ellsbury, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC. Here at People's Bank and Trust, new technology improves our lives. We all know that, but when it comes to your money, wouldn't you just as soon deal with real people rather than recordings and electronics fingerprinting of the mega banks? We put technology to work so we can have more time for you. We're your community bank. People's Bank and Trust. Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Ellsbury, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC. Ever wonder where your hard-earned money goes when you deposit it? It stays here, at home, to help make living here what we've all come to expect. We've got everything the mega banks do, but we've made a commitment to our community. So when you're looking for the right bank, see People's Bank and Trust. Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Ellsbury, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
We're back with you with some post-game stats. Got ugly there in the fourth quarter, didn't it?
Yes, it did.
And as suspected, I took a quick peek at the score table because I don't trust myself. But Rebecca Harris led all scores in 21, with 21, I should say. And well, right behind her, just like I said earlier, number 51, Patrice Butler, 17 points. She probably wasn't a number that Coach B was keying on.
Right.
So when you get 17 from someone like that, she hit some big threes in the second half. Most of her points came in the second half. I think 14 of the 17 came in the second half. And that really was the difference in the game in my eyes.
Oh, absolutely.
She went on a little run there, killed you.
Midway through that third quarter, the whole thing changed.
Yeah, and she was a big part of that. So those two are my co-player of the games for the Surge, for sure. They did a good job. And Rebecca Harris, she's going to get hers, and she's just tough. She's just tough. But for the Flyers, Carrie Koch Dow led all scorers with 20 points. She had 7 rebounds. She led the team in rebounds, and that's something you do not want to happen against a team, especially like the Surge. They're athletic. You're going to have to get more chances under the basket. And if Carrie Koch's leading, if she's your leading rebounder, you're going to have problems against this team. So she also, her line finishes out with a couple steals and 6 assists. So, Carrie, for as she looked, shot wasn't falling.
No, it wasn't.
She still had 20 points and 7 rebounds, but she seems to always get hers for some reason. And after her was Jordan LeDuc with 14. Jordan was just a little off tonight. She didn't get to the basket. She hit some threes, but her game is under the basket.
It is.
She gets those ugly points under the basket. She just wasn't able to finish tonight, and that's going to happen. You know what? It's tough. This team's tough, and they're going to play them 2 more times probably.
Probably so.
One more time down there, and then in the regional tournament, which is actually going to be here in this gym. So it ought to be interesting.
And then the Nationals are played at WashU?
At WashU. Right? And we'll see how that goes. There is one wild card, but neither one of these teams are going to want to rely on that wild card to get to that tournament. So next game's big.
All right, and when do we play next?
That, my friend, I do not know.
All right, fans.
You would think they'd give me a schedule or something up here, man.
One, either check the Ellsbury Democrats website and Facebook page. Do the Flyers have a web page as well?
They do, MidwestFlyers.com. Just go there and you can find all the info out.
All right. Well, in the meantime, congratulations to all of our top scorers on both sides. And on behalf of myself, Adam Presswood, and my color man, Greg Plasterer, have a good evening and a good week, and thanks for listening.